I was scrolling through my feed when I saw a picture of a guy kissing my girlfriend on the cheek. She posted it herself. Someone commented, "Whoa, isn't your boyfriend going to be pissed?" She replied, "It was just for a game, we were messing around. My boyfriend will get it. I broke up with her, but she just thought I was throwing a tantrum." Not until later, when she saw a girl kiss me with her own eyes. The color drained from her face and her lips trembled, but she still tried to act like nothing was wrong. "Felix, you're just messing around with her, right? It's okay, I won't hold it against you." I looked at her calmly. "No, and you're in no position to hold anything against me." While waiting for the clerk to find the watch I'd picked out in their stockroom, I casually opened up my social feed. I saw that Anna had posted something. She's not the type who posts a lot. At least, in the 2 years we were together, I never once made an appearance on her feed. I tapped it open and froze. She'd posted a photo without a caption. A guy was turned to the side, kissing her on the cheek. She was looking at the camera, a slight smile on her lips. They looked exactly like a couple in the throes of new love. I recognized the guy, Dave, from Anna's hometown. Anna had told me they were having a get-together today for people from back home. That's why I took the opportunity while she was out to pick up her birthday present. Maybe they were just playing truth or dare. I subconsciously tried to make excuses for her. I scrolled down to the comments. A lot of people were egging them on. There were also a lot of question marks. Anna only replied to one comment from one of her best friends. "Whoa, isn't your boyfriend going to be pissed?" She replied, "It was just for a game, we were messing around. My boyfriend will get it." So it really was just a game. But that didn't make me feel any better. Even if it was just a game, what did posting a picture like that say about me? What would other people think of me? If she had considered my feelings for even a second, she never would have done something like this. But she didn't even try to hide it from me. It was like she didn't care at all whether I'd be hurt. Maybe, just as she said, she was sure I wouldn't mind. "Sir, your watch is all wrapped. You can pay over here," the clerk said. Anna's family was well off, and she always wore designer brands. When I bought her gifts, I didn't want to use my family's money, so I picked up part-time jobs whenever I had free time outside of class. I'm a STEM major, so my coursework was already intense. To make money without letting my grades slip, I had to pull a lot of all-nighters. Once, I fell asleep on the subway on my way back to campus. My head hit the edge of a partition and I got a small cut. When Anna found out, she laughed at me for ages. "Felix, you're such a dork." Ha ha ha. I feel like a dork now, too. After a moment of hesitation, I bought the watch anyway. First, because I'd feel bad making the clerk unwrap something they'd already packaged so nicely. And more importantly, I didn't want Anna to think I was breaking up with her right before her birthday just to get out of buying her a present. Yes, I had decided. I was going to break up with her. Making the decision to break up wasn't easy for me. I come from a blended family. My parents divorced when I was in elementary school. I went with my dad, and he later married a divorced woman with a daughter. My stepmom was moody and unpredictable. Once, just because I put too much salt in a dish I was helping cook, she slammed the table and screamed in my face. My stepsister was spoiled and bratty. As a prank, she stuck her chewed-up gum in my hair. My dad, whether for love or for money, just put up with it and looked the other way. And he expected me to swallow my anger, too. Just put up with it if you can. It's better for everyone that way. So I learned to read people and put everyone else's feelings before my own. That's probably why I was able to put up with Anna for 2 years. Anna was beautiful and her family was rich. Even after we started dating, guys were constantly hitting on her. She never set boundaries and kept things flirty with a lot of them. She was definitely generous with me, buying me luxury goods without batting an eye. But she'd also give gifts of the same value to other guys just as casually. She'd hear me casually mention I was craving a certain kind of pastry, and then she'd pay someone to drive halfway across the city to buy it from the best bakery. But she'd also take a cab in the middle of the night to take another guy to the hospital when he was sick. First, I'd get upset. "Who's your boyfriend? Me or them?" She'd hug and kiss me, cooing, "Who else could it be but you?" I just feel bad for turning them down, so I try to make it up to them. At the time, I actually believed her. Because when I had to turn down girls who confessed to me, I also felt terrible, like I owed them something. It was only for Anna's sake that I forced myself to be harsher and say things that made them give up completely. But after I questioned her too many times, Anna started getting impatient. "Felix, you're being so petty. Can't you have some basic trust in me? Why are you always so upset? It's exhausting." And then I would start to think it was my fault. Maybe I really wasn't being understanding enough. Maybe there really was nothing going on with those guys, and I was just overthinking it. So, eventually I stopped arguing with her about it. I didn't want to exhaust her. I didn't want her to think I didn't trust her. And I was terrified she'd think I had some kind of personality flaw and leave me. I gradually became the person she wanted me to be. Understanding, gentle, and generous. Never asking too many questions about her life. My perspective started to shift after she joined the hometown club and met Dave. Before, no matter how flirty Anna was with other people, she always put me first. That gave me the confidence to keep trying with her. But after Dave showed up, I realized I couldn't even hold on to that top spot in her heart anymore. One time, I forgot my umbrella on a rainy day and asked if she could come pick me up. She said she was at the campus clinic with someone. Then, through the phone, I heard Dave groaning in pain. Later, I ended up sharing an umbrella with a girl who was heading the same way. When Anna found out, she was furious with me for a long time. Even though I didn't think I'd done anything wrong, I couldn't stand seeing her moping around all day, so I had to grovel and suck up to her. I'd go to the dining hall far across campus early in the morning to buy the sweet potato smoothie she loved. Then at night, I'd go to the food street behind the school to buy her favorite seafood wontons. I bought her new skins for her favorite video game, helped her with her homework, and tried every trick in the book to make her happy. Even her friends noticed. "Your boyfriend is way too good to you. How do you get a guy so devoted? We need a tutorial. Seriously, Anna, you should teach a class." Anna would just smirk. Take notes. Only then did she finally start being nice to me again. But after that, she and Dave got even closer. She even joined the skating club with him. One day I had a nasty stomach bug. The pain was so bad I was covered in a cold sweat. I asked her to buy me some medicine. She said she was busy and out somewhere, telling me to just get some rest. Later, I found out from someone else's social feed. Her business was street skating with the skating club. In the group photo, she and Dave were huddled together intimately, smiling brightly for the camera. And I didn't even know if I had the right to confront her with a picture like that anymore. She would probably just accuse me of making a big deal out of nothing and being jealous again. The pain in my stomach was blinding, but it was nothing compared to the ache in my heart. That was the first time I thought about breaking up. But I didn't say it out loud. For me, once those words are spoken, there's no turning back. Anna knew exactly how to sweet-talk me. She could always make me throw in the towel with just a few words. Or maybe I was just too soft, always quick to let go of my anger and stop holding things against her. That's why I wouldn't say let's break up lightly. I didn't want to cause a wound only to regret it later, and then have to scramble to fix the damage and patch up the cracks. But this time, the photo Anna posted to her feed was a crushing blow. Her reply in the comments felt like she'd shattered my heart and then ground it into dust. So, in her mind, she could just mess around with anyone she wanted, without any regard for my feelings. And I was just supposed to stand by unconditionally, a willing spectator. All my compromises and tolerance had done nothing but encourage her to push things further. And in the end, I became the butt of everyone's joke. If that's how it was, why should I let her keep walking all over me? I couldn't wait another second. I called Anna. "What time does your event end? I have something for you." She said, "It's probably going to be pretty late. Can't you give it to me tomorrow?" I insisted. "No, it has to be today." She must have never heard me sound so firm, because she sounded surprised. "Ooh, so decisive today? That's a rare treat. Do you miss me? I'll sneak away from the group and come find you. Who could possibly be more important than my darling Felix?" There she went again. Every time she talked like that, I would start to waver. I'd wonder if I was overthinking things, if I'd really misunderstood her. But today was different. The image of Dave kissing her cheek flashed in my mind again. A sharp, prickling pain spread through my chest. "Meet me by South Lake." "I'll be there in half an hour," I said. South Lake was the go-to-date spot on campus. It was also where Anna had first asked me out. Let this relationship end where it began. Fitting end. I sat on a bench by the lake for a while. Anna hadn't arrived yet. It was late fall now, and a chilly autumn wind blew across the water. I wasn't dressed warmly enough and soon started shivering. I remembered a drink shop nearby and decided to go grab something hot. In the past, I would have worried that if I left, Anna would show up, not find me, and get angry. I would have just toughed it out, too scared to go anywhere. But now I didn't care. I was here to break up with her anyway. If she got mad, it wouldn't be my problem anymore. I got up and walked toward the drink shop. From a distance, I saw two familiar figures at the entrance. Anna and Dave were leaning against each other, laughing and talking intimately. Just then, the boba tea they ordered was ready, straws already in the cups. Dave pointed at the cup in Anna's hand, probably asking for a taste. Then he drank from her straw, and then he held up his own cup for her to try. They stood there laughing and flirting. No wonder Anna was taking so long to show up. She was busy with someone else. And she had the nerve to say no one was more important than me? I don't know if it was because I'd been reminiscing so much today, or because I'd been sitting in the cold for too long. I couldn't even feel the heartache anymore. I just felt numb. The old me, seeing a scene like this, would have just panicked and run away, terrified of being seen, as if I was the one who had something to hide. But right now, I had no desire to pretend I hadn't seen them. I hadn't done anything wrong. I took a deep breath and strode toward them. As I got closer, I heard Dave say, "You should go find Felix. He's still waiting for you." Anna sounded completely unconcerned. "Let him wait. He always waits for me patiently anyway." Dave joked, "What, are you bragging?" Anna giggled. "Yeah, I am. He's so good-natured, he won't get mad no matter how long I make him." "Wait, it's getting cold. You're not worried about him waiting by the lake for so long?" "I'm getting him a boba, aren't I?" Anna said, lifting the bag in her hand. "You don't have to," I said softly. They both turned, their faces showing surprise when they saw me. "Felix, what are you doing here?" Anna's tone was a little strained. "I was waiting too long and got cold. Came to buy a hot drink." I looked at the bag she was holding. "But I don't drink boba at night. Keeps me up." Anna froze. "Oh, really? I don't remember you having trouble sleeping. You probably have to remember things for a lot of people. It's understandable you'd get some details mixed up." I'd never spoken to her with such a sarcastic edge before, especially not in front of Dave. Anna's face darkened. "Are you being sarcastic? Is it that hard to tell?" I shot back. She'd just been bragging to Dave about how easygoing I was, only for me to immediately prove her wrong. Of course she was embarrassed. "What's gotten into you today?" I said calmly, "Are you trying to pin this on me again? You're clearly the one in the wrong, but you always manage to turn it around and find something wrong with me. Then you fixate on my mistake until I'm the one apologizing." "Anna, I see you now. That trick doesn't work on me anymore." She was completely furious now, looking like she was about to start screaming. Dave cut in first. "Felix, you've misunderstood. Anna was trying to find an excuse to leave the party to meet you, but the others wouldn't let her go. I was just helping her out. I staged a little scene so we could leave together. Please don't fight because of me, okay? I don't want to affect your relationship. You two talk it out. I'll get out of your hair." He made a move to leave, but I stopped him. "What, you're gonna play the understanding good guy while I'm having a meltdown? You two finish sharing a boba and then tell me you don't want to affect my relationship?" Anna couldn't stand my attitude toward Dave. "Felix, have you had enough? If you're gonna have a freak out, direct it at me, not at other people." I almost laughed. I looked at Dave and gestured at Anna. "Someone like this, who'd turn on her own boyfriend for another guy, you really want her? You can have her. I don't want her anymore. To hell with a fitting end. To hell with being mature." I didn't care about any of it anymore. I just wanted this to be over as quickly as possible. "What did you say?" Anna stared at me, her eyes burning holes into my face. I said, I don't want you anymore. I repeated myself slowly, then found a clearer way to say it. Anna, let's break up. Hearing those two words from my mouth for the first time, the color drained from Anna's face. The great Miss Anna, who had guys falling all over her, had probably never imagined she'd be the one getting dumped. Do you have any idea what you're saying? She asked in disbelief. 'Cause I made you wait for a little while? Or because of a couple of boba teas? I was at a loss for words. The disappointment and hurt had piled up so high, I didn't even know where to begin. But Dave suddenly said, the photo Anna posted was from a game of truth or dare. She'll delete it. Don't take it seriously, man. Don't let it get to you. Anna looked like she'd found the answer, a sudden realization dawning on her face. A smirk played on her lips. Who said I was going to delete it? Might as well just make it our official relationship announcement. I think it looks pretty good. She stared at me without blinking. I said flatly, whatever you want. But you should probably delete your comment so people don't think you were just messing around for a game. Anna looked at me with contempt and sneered. Who taught you this? Who taught you to use breaking up as a threat? I was stunned for a second. Then I understood. In her eyes, I was always the meek pushover who did everything to please her. How could I possibly have the guts to actually break up with her? No one taught me. And this isn't a threat, I said seriously. Anna clearly didn't believe me. Didn't you say you had something for me? She glanced at the gift bag in my hand. Is it that? She reached for it. I pulled my hand back, avoiding her grasp. No, I don't want to give it to you anymore. Whatever she thought of me, I didn't care anymore. I had worked my ass off for a month at a part-time job to afford this. If I gave it to someone who didn't deserve it, then I really must have been an idiot. A high-end store, like that, won't accept returns. Anna probably thought I was worried about the money. Then I'll sell it online or give it to someone else. You wouldn't dare. Anna's voice shot up as if she'd been stung. You dare give something meant for me to someone else? I had no idea what she was so worked up about. I haven't given it to you yet, so I have the right to do what I want with it. Besides, we've already broken up. You can't tell me what to do. Anna's face turned white with anger. She was on the verge of exploding. Fine. Felix, you're really something else. You'd better remember what you said right now. Don't come crawling back to me, begging me to take you back. She slammed the boba she'd bought for me onto the ground and then kicked it furiously. Milky liquid pooled on the pavement. She didn't give it a second glance and stormed off. Dave looked at me, but in the end, said nothing and ran after her. Was it over? I relaxed. Only then did I realize I had been clenching my fists so tightly that my nails were digging into my palms, stinging. But the pain brought a strange sense of relief. It felt so good to not have to walk on eggshells, to finally say everything I'd been holding back. And making someone angry wasn't as terrifying as I'd always imagined. It was much better than living in a constant state of suspicion and resentment. It's just that the boba on the ground was an innocent victim. What a waste. And it made more work for the cleaning staff. I picked up the broken cup and threw it in a nearby trash can. I was staring at the puddle, wondering if I should try to clean it up. Suddenly, someone called my name. Felix, what are you doing? A clear, elegant face came into view. It was Lily. She was the one who had shared her umbrella with me that rainy day. I didn't want to explain too much. Spilled my drink. Lily glanced at the trail of liquid. Spilled that far? Did a mad dog kick it? I almost smiled. Yeah. Where'd the mad dog come from? Sounds like it has a temper. It does. More rage than it knows what to do with. Well, forget about it. The janitors won't waste their time arguing with a dog. This time I really did smile. Okay.
Honey citrus tea.
Want one? Lily offered me a hot drink. I finally noticed she was holding two identical cups. She said it was buy one, get one half off, so I just grabbed an extra. I had been about to go buy one for myself anyway, and what she'd bought happened to be my favorite. Thanks. How much was it? I can Venmo you. She took out her phone and we added each other, but then she wouldn't accept my money. Don't worry about it. It's just a few bucks. I didn't want to owe her, but you already helped me out last time. So? I didn't know so what and just blurted out, how about I buy you dinner? Really? Her eyes lit up. Yeah, really? Which dining hall do you want to go to? Lily didn't say anything. Took me a second to realize. Inviting someone to dinner at a dining hall probably sounded pretty cheap. But I didn't know her that well, and going to an off-campus restaurant alone with her still felt a little awkward. Okay, the dining hall works. I'll let you know when I decide, Lily said, going with the flow. Sounds good. The autumn wind was sharp on the way back to my dorm. But holding a warm drink, the sweet taste filling my mouth, it didn't feel so cold anymore. When I got back, I blocked Anna on everything. Out of sight, out of mind. Then I quit my part-time job. The allowance my family gave me was more than enough for my daily expenses anyway. I no longer had to burn myself out to save money for her gifts. I no longer had to rack my brain for ways to appease her. And I no longer had to feel paranoid about the endless stream of guys around her. I was a junior now. It was time to start thinking more about my own future. I wanted to apply for an early admission grad program at another university. With my current GPA, I had a good shot. Of course, some extra achievements on my application would make it a sure thing. I did some research and decided that academic competitions were my best bet. There was one left this semester, requiring teams of 3. I had competed once before, and my software skills were decent. So, my best bet was to find a teammate who was good with hardware. My roommate and friends weren't interested. Without much hope, I posted about it on my social feed. To my surprise, Lily reached out. A classmate and I are planning to enter, and we're looking for someone who's good with software. Lily's excellent grades were famous in our department. I had no doubt about her abilities and immediately agreed. Later, she asked to meet for dinner at Dining Hall 4. That dining hall was closest to my dorm, but far from hers. I was confused. Why'd you pick this one? It's such a hassle for you to come all the way over here. When I used to eat with Anna on campus, we always went wherever was convenient for her. Lily said, that's exactly why. I rarely get to eat here, so I wanted to try it. That sounded like a perfectly good reason. Okay, what do you want to eat? It's your side of campus, you pick. Even though we were in a dining hall, I still wanted to treat her to something nice. Let's go with the grilled fish. I could have just ordered it when we got there, but just in case, I pre-ordered it. Turned out to be a smart move. That day, several of our classes had a combined lab session. We couldn't leave until we got the correct experimental data and the professor signed off on it. By the time we finished, it was way past dinner time, but thankfully the dining hall was still open. As we approached the grilled fish window, my feet felt like they were rooted to the spot. Anna and Dave were standing there. The cafeteria worker was telling them, sorry, kids, we're all out of the grilled fish. Dave pointed inside. Isn't there one more portion right there? That one's been pre-ordered. Anna was getting impatient. It's so late, they're obviously not coming. Just give it to us. The worker looked troubled. I'm the one who ordered it. I don't know where I found the courage, but I walked right over. Ignoring the stares they shot at me, I smiled. Ma'am, thanks so much for holding it for me. Of course, of course. The worker waved her hands and immediately took it to be reheated. Anna glared at me. Are you trying to start something? You can't eat all that by yourself. Before I could say anything, Lily appeared behind me, waved at Anna, and helpfully suggested, you should get your eyes checked. Fury flared in Anna's eyes as she glared at me. Felix, are you that desperate? Can't go one day without a girl by your side? I didn't bother explaining. What's it to you? Lily added, says the person who didn't come here alone. Does anyone care what you have to say? Anna turned to her, her eyes narrowing dangerously. I didn't want Lily to get dragged into this mess, so I pulled her arm back. Ignore her. Come on, let's go get some utensils. Don't you move. Anna grabbed my wrist. I tried to pull away, but she just gripped tighter. Let go. My bones felt like they were about to be crushed, and I winced. Are you hard of hearing as well as blind? Lily grabbed Anna's wrist and forcefully yanked it off me. He said, let go. Didn't you hear him? Anna wasn't expecting it and stumbled backward. Dave caught her just in time to keep her from falling. Anna swore and was about to lunge at us. Dave held her back, his arm around her shoulder.
Anna,
I'm starving.
Let's forget these irrelevant people and go get some spicy hot pot, okay? Anna instantly regained her composure, straightened her clothes, and looked at me condescendingly. Is this because I've been hanging out with Dave a little more? So you found some girl to make me jealous? With your level of guts, blocking me is about all you're capable of. Go ahead, keep it up. Let's see how long you can last this time. She left with Dave. I just stood there. Are you okay? Lily asked cautiously. Sorry you had to see that, I said with a bitter smile. She shook her head. I said, I'm fine. I really was fine. I was just thinking, what exactly do I have to do to make Anna understand? I really, truly want to break up with her. Anna always filters things through her own twisted logic. Like how she was the one who ditched me for Dave, but then got mad at me for sharing Lily's umbrella. That day, I was studying in the library. It wasn't until I was about to leave that I realized it was pouring rain and I didn't have an umbrella. But I had an important exam about to start. It was in another academic building pretty far away. I called Anna and asked if she could come get me. She said she was at the campus clinic with someone and couldn't get away. I was about to give up when I heard a guy's low groan on her end of the line. Ow, 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 that hurts so much. Doctor, be gentle. I hesitated for a few seconds before I couldn't stop myself from asking, who are you with? Anna said nonchalantly, my friend from back home, Dave. You met him once, remember? Of course I remembered. Dave was handsome and charismatic. He was hard to forget. Yeah. What happened to him? He fell while rollerblading. His knee is all bloody. I happened to be passing by and brought him to the clinic to get it cleaned up. Ditching an injured person did seem wrong. But I really couldn't think of anyone else to call. So I tried to reason with her. Can he get another friend to stay with him? Anna cut me off coldly. Felix, are you jumping to conclusions again? If he could find someone else, why would he have asked me? I froze, muttering, that's not what I meant. Well, can't you just ask your roommate to bring you an umbrella? Anna shot back. It's not on their way. I just figured your dorm was closer to me. I was just being honest, but the more I explained, the more pathetic I felt. From the other end of the line, Dave's pitiful voice piped up again. Ow, ow. It hurts so much. Anna, can you help me up? An image of them touching flashed in my mind, and I wanted to ask, is looking after him another one of your making it up to them things? But I knew if I said that, Anna would just accuse me of not trusting her again. I bit my lip. Never mind. I'll figure something out. After hanging up, I watched people walk out one by one under their umbrellas. I was trying to work up the courage to ask someone I knew for help. Before I could, someone asked me first. Felix, you don't have an umbrella? It was Lily from the class. Next to mine. We'd met through the student government and she seemed nice. I didn't know her very well, but I was desperate.
I forgot mine.
Are you heading to Building 3 for the exam too? I knew her class had the same lecture. Yeah, wanna walk together? Could I? Thank you so much. I was so relieved I could have hugged her. I never thought it would be that easy to solve my problem. No problem, Lily said with a small smile. But after just a few steps, I noticed a problem. Lily was tilting the umbrella way too far in my direction. You should hold it over yourself more. Your left shoulder must be soaked. I leaned over to look, and sure enough, her entire left arm was dripping with rain. Well, then you could stand a little closer. Otherwise, we're both going to get wet. Lily glanced at the huge gap I was deliberately keeping between us. You could have fit another person in there. I lowered my head and slowly shuffled toward the middle. As I got closer to her, I caught the fresh, clean scent of her shampoo. It was oddly awkward. Just then, Anna called again. Felix, where are you? I found someone to bring you an umbrella. I quickly said, it's okay. I found a classmate who's going the same way. I don't know if she sensed my guilt, but Anna's tone sharpened. A girl or a guy? I was too embarrassed to answer a question like that in front of Lily. But that hesitation was all Anna needed to figure it out. She snapped. Who told you to share an umbrella with another girl? Couldn't you just wait for me? It's not like I was going to leave you stranded. I felt a wave of shame and pressed the phone tighter to my ear, trying in vain to muffle the sound. But Lily was so close. She definitely heard it. My exam starts in 10 minutes. I really couldn't wait. I explained in a low voice. You could have asked someone near you. What was so urgent? What if there was no one I knew nearby? Besides, my voice trailed off. Weren't you busy? Anna seemed to have found the root of the problem. What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get back at me? Just because I'm with someone else, you have to go find a girl to be with too? I was furious that she would think that of me. But I didn't dare hang up, fearing it would only make her angrier. In the silence, Lily suddenly handed me the umbrella. You take it. I'll go share with my friend. She pointed to a girl a short distance away. I took the umbrella, and before I could say anything, Lily had already dashed out into the rain and was quickly under her friend's umbrella. Even so, Anna was convinced that Lily was just using the umbrella as an excuse to get closer to me. But I knew that Lily did it to give me an out, to preserve as much of my dignity as possible. Back then, I didn't understand. Why was it that when Anna was with another guy, I was expected to be trusting and understanding? But when she couldn't come and I had no choice but to share an umbrella with someone else, she got that angry. Now I get it. She's just a coward with a massive double standard who can't admit when she's wrong. That run-in with Anna and Dave at the dining hall didn't affect me much. At first, Lily was worried about my mood and deliberately brought up light, cheerful topics. When she saw that I was actually doing okay, she relaxed. We talked a lot about our collaboration for the competition, about our plans after graduation. I was surprised to find that we agreed on so many things. She even wanted to apply to the same grad school as me, except she was already a shoo-in with her GPA alone. She was only entering the competition to make her resume look even better. As for me, because I'd been so wrapped up in my relationship with Anna, I hadn't been able to fully focus on my studies. Luckily, I hadn't slacked off completely, so the gap wasn't huge. If I could keep my GPA where it was and win an award in this competition, I should be fine. Realizing this made me even more determined to completely cut ties with Anna. Like cutting away the seaweed that was clinging to me, holding me back from swimming to shore. The day before Anna's birthday, I called her. Come down to my dorm building. Take your stuff back. She scoffed. Finally decided to unblock me? You should at least have the decency to bring it to me yourself. It's too much stuff. I can't carry it. That much? Fine. Seeing as you put so much effort into this, I'll come get it. I didn't understand what she was talking about until she appeared in front of me wearing a triumphant smile. I knew you'd regret it. How long did it take before you cracked? Come on, let me see. How many presents did you buy me this time? When I handed her the pile of gift bags, her smile vanished, because it was all the gifts she had given me. What is this? She asked, her brow furrowed. I looked at her calmly. These things are too expensive. I didn't want to accept them at the time, but you would have gotten upset if I didn't. So I just put them away, never even opened them. Now I'm returning them to you, just as they were. You can probably still give them to someone else. For the other gifts you gave me, I've already given you things of about the same value, so let's call it even. If you still want to go over our past expenses and transfers. Anna cut me off impatiently. Who wants to count all that? What are you trying to do? I said flatly, I just want to draw a clear line between us, so we have nothing to do with each other anymore. She stared into my eyes, as if searching for something, confirming something. She looked at me for a long time. So, you're being serious, you're dead set on breaking up with me, is that it? She enunciated each word slowly, as if it was a struggle. I thought I'd already made that perfectly clear. I didn't want to be around her any longer and turned to go upstairs. Anna called out to me, her voice hoarse. Felix, tomorrow is my birthday. Are you really going to do this to me? How can you be so cruel? Last year for her birthday, I saved up money for a gift and even made her little handmade trinkets. I also decorated a whole room for a surprise party, doing everything I could to make her happy. Who would have thought that a year later we'd end up here? And how have you treated me? I didn't want to rehash the past, but how could she pin the blame on me again? When you were shamelessly flirting with other guys and then accusing me of being paranoid. When I needed you, but you chose to be with Dave instead. When you posted that picture of him kissing your cheek for everyone to see. Were you not cruel enough to me then? I thought I was numb, that I didn't care anymore. But ripping open those old wounds still felt raw and painful. Anna's face went white, her lips losing their color. After a long moment, she asked in a small voice, What if I cut things off with Dave? What? I didn't hear her clearly. Seeing me ask, Anna seemed to find a sliver of hope and continued, I'll never see him again. And all those other guys, I'll stop talking to all of them. Will you come back to me then? I was a little surprised, but my heart felt nothing. You don't have to do that. It's pointless now. See whoever you want. Just don't come looking for me anymore. The light in Anna's eyes instantly dimmed. She whispered, No matter what you think, I'm going to do it. My birthday wish this year is for us to be good again, just like before. Felix, you don't have to get me any other presents. Just help me make this wish come true, okay? I looked at her coldly. Like before? You might have felt good like before, but do you think I was happy? You never thought about it, did you? After all, I never even thought about it myself. But I'm starting to think about it now. I want to be happier, so I'm never going back to how things were. I didn't wish her a happy birthday. I just walked away without looking back. Her happiness was no longer my concern. But I quickly discovered that it takes two to break up. Anna started coming to find me every day. She'd buy me my favorite foods and bring me gifts every few days. She said, I went and bought these myself. I didn't send someone to run errands. Isn't this how you used to be when you were nice to me? I can do these things for you too. Just for you. Please don't be mad at me anymore. Okay? I was unmoved. You think this is going to move me? This just reminds me how stupid I used to be. I didn't accept any of her gifts. My only response to her words was no. One time, I was so fed up with her pestering me that I said something harsh. How long are you going to keep shamelessly bothering me? Get lost. Her eyes immediately turned red, and she choked out. You're not Felix, are you? Felix would never say something like that to me. Who are you? Did you hide him somewhere? Give me back my Felix. She grabbed my shoulders and started shaking me. Lily, who had just come to find me, saw what was happening and immediately pulled her off. If you have a problem with your brain, go to a hospital. We don't do free clinics here. I watched Anna warily, worried she was about to get violent again. Seeing my defensive look seemed to wound her. Her arms fell limply to her sides, and she leaned against the wall, looking completely lost, as if she needed the wall to hold her up, to keep from sliding to the floor. I didn't want to see her looking so pathetic. I left with Lily. Because Lily and I were working on the competition together, we naturally started spending more time with each other. Sometimes we'd study together in the library or eat together in the dining hall. With a walking genius by my side, any academic problem I had could be solved on the spot. She was the greatest asset to my grad school plans. At first, I would still habitually try to accommodate her. For example, when we were chatting over a meal, I would try to find topics that interested her. I'd also schedule our meetings around her availability. It was completely subconscious. In any relationship, friendship, family, or love, I had long grown accustomed to this dynamic. But Lily would subtly steer the conversation back to me. She would also be more considerate of my needs. She was always asking, well, what do you like? What do you think? She guided me to value my own feelings. She made me feel respected and cherished. Falling for someone so gentle and brilliant was the most natural thing in the world. Lily confessed her feelings to me one ordinary evening as we were walking around the track. After I said yes, she told me, I've actually had my eye on you for a long time, but you had a girlfriend back then. I just thought, this guy is great in every way except his taste in women is a little off. I laughed. And now? Perfect now. She stood on her toes and kissed me on the lips. Felix. Anna's shocked and angry voice exploded in my ear. She hadn't shown her face since I'd last told her off. Now her face was pale, with dark circles under her eyes. She was trying hard to act casual, but her trembling lips gave her away. Felix, you're just messing around with her, right? It's okay, I won't hold it against you. Just come back to me, and I'll give you anything you want. I know you want to get into grad school, that you want to boost your application. My family can pull some strings, pay some money, and get you one of the special admission spots. Before I could say anything, a stunned male voice cut in from the side. What? Didn't you promise you were giving that spot to me? It was Dave, dressed in workout clothes, probably just out for a nightly jog. But Anna didn't even glance at him. She kept talking to me. Felix, think about it seriously. Stop trying to make me jealous with someone else. I get it now, this feeling sucks. I've had a taste of my own medicine, and I'll never treat you like that again. I looked at her calmly. No, unlike you, I don't just mess around with people. And I'm not using anyone to make you jealous. You're not worth the effort. I'm serious about this, and you're in no position to hold anything against me. Anna stood frozen, as if all the blood had been drained from her body. Completely forgetting we were on a public track with people around, she grabbed my hand and squeezed it tight. Felix, don't do this. Don't do this to me. You used to like me so much. How can you just walk away? Don't go. I'm begging you. Please don't leave me. Dave stared at her in disbelief. Anna, are you insane? She ignored him completely, her eyes fixed on me, pleading. I pried her fingers off mine, one by one. You're the one who wasted all the love I had for you. Now you just disgust me. Anna seemed to want to say something more. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. I turned my head and glanced at Dave. As for that special admission spot you're talking about, I don't need it. But you two had better not try to use such an unfair method, or I won't be so polite. Lily scoffed, doing something so unethical and then announcing it so loudly. It's like the two of you can't even form a complete brain. Hope you get reported soon. We had made ourselves perfectly clear, but in the end, Anna still gave the spot to Dave. I don't know if it was out of spite or just sheer stubbornness. Turns out, Lily's words were prophetic. They actually got reported, and it wasn't by us. I guess when you're that arrogant, you make a lot of enemies. It was karma. Anna's family was put under investigation. Dave not only had his admission spot revoked, but was also put on academic probation by the university. The story of how Anna single-handedly ruined her family's reputation spread like wildfire. Her ambiguous relationship with Dave became a hot topic of gossip. To blow off steam, Dave went street skating late one night. He got into a car accident and ended up in the hospital. Anna never once went to visit him. My roommate was the one who told me all this. He said it was justice served. Honestly, I didn't really want to hear any more news about them. But with that, they were finally out of my life. Lily and I won first prize in the competition we entered, because I poured all my energy into my studies. And with Lily's help, my GPA even went up. We both got into our top choice grad programs. My friends were all happy for me, saying I had changed a lot. I hadn't really noticed it myself, until I went home for break. My stepmom flew into a rage because my stepsister tripped over my suitcase. Would it kill you to put your suitcase away? It's so dangerous leaving it out like this. If she had gotten seriously hurt, could you have taken responsibility? My stepsister didn't even have a scratch on her. But to make sure I got yelled at more, she started wailing dramatically. My dad quickly pushed the suitcase into a storage closet and used the opportunity to flee the scene, leaving me to face the music alone. Everyone expected me to do what I always did. Lower my head, admit I was wrong, and beg for forgiveness. But this time, I lifted my head and looked my stepmom straight in the eye. I put it in the corner where no one walks because I was going to put it away later. Then I grabbed my stepsister's hand and turned it palm up. She tripped because she was trying to get the sunflower seeds I left on the windowsill. My stepsister's face turned red. She snatched her hand back, glancing guiltily at her mom. My stepmom's face went from pale to red and back again. Unable to come up with a response, she just pushed her daughter forward. Young lady, hurry up and apologize to your brother. My stepsister looked defiant, but afraid of getting hit. She mumbled reluctantly, I'm sorry. I asked, sorry for what? Mother and daughter exchanged a shocked look, clearly not expecting me to push the issue. But they were the ones in the wrong. My stepmom gave my stepsister another shove. She had no choice but to continue. I shouldn't have taken your seeds, and I shouldn't have blamed you for the suitcase. Only then did I nod and let her go. That night, I was on a video call with Lily and told her the story as a joke. She gave me a thumbs up. Well done. I'm so proud of you. I smiled and asked, what do you think? Not bad for one of your trainees, right? She shook her head. You had that strength in you all along. She was right. I finally understood. To have a full life, to be open-hearted and successful, all of it starts with learning to see and satisfy your own needs first.